So some of the feedback I'm getting from people that have done classes with me especially is how seriously I'm taking these video blog things. And it's true. Being in a classroom with people is so much more fun because I make fun of people. I know socially we're not supposed to make fun of people, but I do. And I do it in such a way that they start to delight in the things that I'm making fun of. Some of the things that they seem to take really, really seriously, that they've been raised and think, oh, I can't be that way. I had a gal come to a class, and she was raised in one of the Abraham religions. She was Muslim, and so in the middle of the class I called her a slut, which within the Abraham religion, that's really, there's only one dominant female person in the Abraham religions, and she's a prostitute. I mean, yeah, there's Mary the mother, but Mary Magdalene is the only capacity she can have, according to the Abraham religions, holy fuck, is that she's a slut or a prostitute, right? There's so much indication that she was so much more than that. But if you call somebody deeply immersed in the Abraham religions a slut, it's not a good thing, right? I personally enjoy them, of course, I'm a male, but at the end of the class, one of the things, she wanted to walk out of the class. She didn't like what I had said to her, and she came out to me on the break and said, I'm leaving. And I said, why? And she said, you called me a slut. I said, okay. And she didn't say that she wasn't one, right? But I got laughing at her yet again. And if we can get people to look at those labels that they put on themselves and labels they're afraid of, and look at what they're actually doing to themselves from their enculturation, it takes them out into higher states of awareness. And by that, the example is, on the Tuesday following that class, this woman came out to me and she said, how did you do that? How did we do that? And I said, she said, my heart is completely open. She said, I can just feel it. It's something that I haven't felt in years. And I think because you stop the judgment and the self-criticism, and you learn to love yourself for what you are, or the thing that you've been resisting most that you think is a bad thing, then you start to love you. But I just got off the phone with Christos, Dr. Ballas, in Massachusetts, I guess he is. One of my clients, we've been friends for years, and we got talking about a sensational life, okay, living a sensational life. And one of the components of living a sensational life, what you have to do is you have to open up your senses. Your senses have to be open and raw and bare to the environment. So not only is life going to be more sensational, it's going to be more hurtful. You're going to notice things more. It's going to be more painful. But that's when life is open. If you dislike that, then I tell people don't do my classes, because it can be very disconcerting to be way open sensually, sensationally, and look at how the world is. Most systems out there, what I've seen, have a tendency to want to get you to endure life. Not to enjoy it, just to endure it, just to get through it. They want to program you, like there's a system out there, then they wanted to program me to not be afraid of snakes. And I said, I don't want this. I want to be afraid of snakes. Because I don't want to take the responsibility to learn which snakes are dangerous, right? I live in Texas, so I want to be afraid of all of them, just like a little baby girl. I'm going to scream and run away from them. I'm going to teach my kids to scream and run away from them, and that's what I do when I see a snake, because I've not taken the time to look and see which ones are dangerous to me and which ones aren't. Okay? But I didn't want my senses closed down. I didn't want to not be afraid of snakes. I'm okay being afraid of snakes because I see them once in a long while. I don't really care, and the dogs keep them out of the yard. But if you're going to live a sensational life, what you have to find is a system that opens your senses up, that opens you up to your universe, to your world, which will make the world more impactful, less comfortable. What does Dr. Epstein say? God comforts the disturbed and disturbs the comfortable. If you want a comfortable life, then you're not looking for my technology. If you're looking for a sensational life, if you want to open up your senses and then know what to do about it, then we can talk. Then it would be worthwhile. But if you're curious about it, look at mic.peakperformance.com, and my book goes through some components of this as well. The Noticing Fixes More Than Fixing. Thanks. That's the blog for now. Bye.